What's up, everybody? Jaxxsin here, and today I'd like to talk about 2K and the release of fucking Battleborn and how I'm an asshole and an idiot for not expecting this after the handling of a game like Evolve. Alright, now, if you don't know what Evolve is, it's actually free to play now on the PC, I'm fairly certain, and who knows if it's going to be free to play on console. It's currently still $40 asking price, starting price on console. Now, let me explain Evolve from, what I experienced with Evolve as a bystander, because I didn't really give a shit, but this is coming from a developer who has a loyal following in the form of Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead fans love Left 4 Dead, and that is a great game for them. They love that game. I personally never really got into it. I never really played it enough to get into it. Never had access to it, never really gave a shit. So for me, I understood how good of a game it was because I had friends who had loved this game, and I had played it a little bit and knew that it would be fucking awesome to have access to, and play for a long amount of time, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I wasn't blinded by it because I hadn't had the same kind of experiences as them. So I wasn't really buying onto the Evolve hype train. It seemed like a cool idea. In my eyes, as a mobile player, listening to some of the mobile-like elements they'd added, like slow levels and shit like that throughout the course of the hunt or whatever, it appeared like a pretty decent game. But I remember the hype behind this machine the hype machine behind this was going pretty strong. I remember there was a whole issue of Game Informer that was dedicated to nothing but, the fucking game Evolve. It had a whole huge expose in there on it, all of these promises. And I started to think about this. Someone was mentioning Evolve in my stream, and I had, obviously I had followed news on Evolve, and I had seen what they had done with their season pass. If you don't know, let me explain. Basically, if you bought Evolve day one with the season pass, you got royally fucked. We're talking they were releasing shit that was pay only shit, right? The season pass dudes were getting minimal content for their extra money that they put into this game. This has arguably one of the worst season passes of all time, okay? Alright? Evolve does, okay? Fast forward, it's just riddled with paywalls, shit that you gotta buy with real life money. It's just apparent that that's kind of been where the focus is, okay? Now, we can look at this. It's clearly an example of a developer and a publisher, seeing eye to eye, right? Because you look then at the release of Battleborn, all right? You paid fucking how much extra for the season pass, right? Day one, you paid, however much to pre-order the motherfucker, and now 2, 3, 4 months after release, okay, it's full fucking paywall shit that you can only buy with real life cash. You cannot unlock it during the game. Your season pass nets you nothing there. Alright? Then you look at how fucking bumpy and buggy it was of a release, how flawed the game modes were, how shitty the frame rates were delivered on most levels, and most goddamn fucking the bullshit fucking incursion map one I remember for sure was awful. But I remember those missions were barely goddamn playable. Okay? And then 4 or 5 months after release, paywall shit, right? So these are two separate developers with their own loyal legion, of fucking people that have loved them, a historied fucking, place within the industry, held up by fucking truthful fucking shit, because Left 4 Dead was a good fucking game with a ton of replayability in it. It was a fucking unique, awesome thing that happened, right? Fucking Gearbox didn't fuck up goddamn, Borderlands 2. Those were great games. The pre-sequel was even good. It's like you gotta question, what is happening? What is happening? How does that company deliver this and that other developer deliver this? These two developers that are independent of each other except for one common denominator. That is the fucking publisher. These developers aren't victims in this. This is what we need to get across. This is why when I say fuck Bungie, I say fuck Bungie. I say fuck Activision and fuck Bungie. Alright? I don't have any problem saying fuck both those people. Okay? Because these people, they're not hurting. They're not losing money with this. And I guarantee you, if you watch, already Battleborn is available for $15 on the fucking PC. I don't even know how much with the season pass, but I'm sure it's under $50. Alright? I'm sure. It was on flash sale for the PS4 for a minute for fucking like cheap as fuck, like 20 bucks, right? These sales just prove that their bottom line with this game doesn't have anything to do with giving a fuck when they deliver content. No, the content delivery system is based on one thing, and that's the numbers of the game. How much the game is making, how much they're able to, okay, what's our fucking player retention? Do people still give a shit? No? Okay, well our sales dipped. Okay, we'll dump a fucking flash sale, keep it cheap as fuck on the PC because no one on the PC is buying it because PC people are smart as fuck. So let's just sell it to them for 15 bucks. Maybe we can trick a couple into fucking liking it enough. They give us an extra, you know, fucking 20, 30 bucks for the fucking thing. We've made our money because we have paywall in the game with the content that you can only get from spending real life fucking cash. We have built a deck and created a system. 2K has built and created this system where they will always win. They will always win. The only people who are not winning in the case of Battleborn, the only people who are not winning in the case of fucking Evolve, are all the people that bought the promise from the name that they thought they could trust. Those are the only people that are hurting from this. Okay, Battleborn, I don't give a fuck if it, like, no one's playing it, it will continually sell. With if they offer a $20 sale, that person who just spent $20 in it and has really fun for a long amount of time, they're more likely to spend, you know, fucking $20, $30 on skins because they've received the game for 20. And who's to say it gets to a point on the PC where $15 just isn't cutting it because no one's still buying it, so they just make it free to play. And then in that instance, these paywalls work out for them again because they you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And yet these fuckers continually get defended. They continually defend this bullshit. How can you defend this to me? How can you, as a fan of Gearbox, defend to me their decision to incorporate the same bullshit model that had ruined Evolve? How? But they will. Like, someone will defend it. Someone will come to this video or another one of my videos where I've talked about Battleborn, the situation there. I've talked about 2K, their greedy bullshit, ruining the publishers that I love, or the developers that I love. And you know, and maybe this is a tit for tat for fucking Gearbox. Maybe that's what they look at this for. They look at it as like a quid pro quo. Like, okay, we will deliver you a shit model like Evolve, and that will give you, you know, the incentive because you will be making money off of us to fund our next project, which will be Borderlands 3, which we will do work our hardest on, and we'll have most of our energy and efforts in this fucking place going there. You know, and that's fucking, they've done it before. They've done it before with fucking aliens, colonial, space marines bullshit. They did it there. But you know, these are things that we just forgive and we forget and we excuse, and then, you know, like, it's history repeating itself with every new release. And I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore because it's ruining my hobby. You know, and that might be stupid to some people, and I might be yelling about just some dumb bullshit to someone that doesn't give a fuck, but you know what? This is my hobby, man. This is one of the things I've always been good and adept at. This is just, I've always been good at this shit. That quick time, quick thinking, you know, it's fucking just, it's way my mind works, you know, and I love it, man. And it's getting fucking ruined. It's getting ruined. Slowly but surely. You know, and the laziness in these companies is more apparent now than ever. And I'm just hoping that people see things like Fury or fucking, you know, Neverwinter. These, you know, just brilliant games. I mean, even Dex, which just has a fucking engrossing story and a $20 RPG. Side-scrolling RPG. And these motherfucking rich-ass people that with all this money, they're just, you know, they're excused and forgiven for delivering bullshit, fucking repeatable bullshit that is bullshit. No heart, no art, no love, no care. Just at the end of the day, it's all about that bottom line. That's it for me, guys. I love you. I'm Jaxxsin. I'm out of here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, meh. Talk to you guys later.